Good seeing you, bro.
Hi, everybody. Nicole here with Celbotics, RFA, and GRE. We are live. Welcome to the live if you're watching. So let's get right to it. Let's talk about who is on this live right now, in case you've been under a rock and don't know who everybody is. I'm Nicole with Celbotics. Got a little feedback going on.
You're good. You're good.
I'm good. Okay. We do online and in-person training and training development. We also have a white label LMS platform, and I also sit on the board for Repairs First Association. If you are not a member, I don't know why. You need to reach out to me if you don't know what Repairs First Association is. Crazy. And then also work with the GRE, which is the Gadget Repair Expo, which is coming up in Orlando, May 11th and 12th, and that's what we're here to talk about. And then we also have Toronto, which we'll start talking about more and more coming up soon. So, Ahmed, you want to tell
Hello,
everybody?
Ahmed. I am the CEO and founder of Uplook Social, and and Unlimited Prepaid Distribution. We are in the prepaid and marketing, and I can help you guys with all your needs when it comes to marketing, website, digital marketing, SEO, all the good stuff. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be part of the Gadget Repair Expo, Florida, and hopefully we can see you guys there, and make sure to make it there.
Yes.
Shay?
Yeah, no, so my name is Shay.
You never know where it's going. It's backwards.
I think wait, no, that way, yeah. Yeah, I'm the CEO of the distributor in the wireless repair industry. Today carry around almost 20,000 SKUs for parts for Samsungs, iPhones, LG, Moto, smart home, and all that stuff. Been going to the GRE since its inception in Atlanta, obviously, because it's our backyard.
Yeah.
And we'll be exhibiting there this year. I think right when you walk in, we should be the booth right in the front. So we got lucky with booking it pretty quickly.
What?
And
yeah, I think you were one of the first to book.
You got the front one?
Yeah. Tony and ID were like front center.
No. Yeah, it's good. It's good to have Shay. Shay's always the star over there. So much help and so much value. Thank you, Shay, for being there.
Yes, thank you.
It's fun.
Injured Gadgets. All right, Tony.
You can go first if that's okay.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yep. All right. So my name is Raymond, and I'm from Repair Spots Point of Sale. So we are a point of sale design for repair shops, electronic shops, retail businesses. So our point of sale is specific. If you have a repair shop, you want to use our software. We're a mobile platform, and of course, we have a web version as well. We can schedule a demo for you guys, show you how to create repairs, and get you started. I'm excited to meet you. We also were part of the expo back in Austin, Texas. It went very well. Good feedback from there. So I recommend everybody to go, and we are definitely going to the Orlando.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, so exciting. All right, Tony.
This is Tony Baker. I am the founder and the owner of GSM Warehouse. We are a cell phone distributor located in Florida. We ship nationwide handsets, warranted, premium devices, certified pre-owned devices. And we are excited to have you in my city, in my state, Florida. So get ready to be in Orlando for the 3.0 GRE. Had a blast in Atlanta last year and San Antonio. Successful move. So I think Orlando would be even better.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm really excited about this being Orlando because I feel like, first off, it's a business trip and you can write it off, but you can bring your family. So it doubles as a family trip, business trip, which I think is really awesome. Yes. So many convenient hotels right around. 2 days ago, I uploaded a map to the website. So if you go to gadgetrepairexpo.com and you can go to, there's like an accommodations link under at the event or whatever you'll see. And you can click it and download it. And it's a map of all the attractions and hotels right around the convention center. So if you guys are thinking about going and you're wondering what's around there, And I just want to say one more thing. If you are going and you're going with a family, you know, you can always look for resorts. Resorts have great deals. You can get, you know, suites, apartments, everything, and, you know, get a really good deal just for staying in a resort. So definitely check that out. But the expo itself, yeah, go ahead.
And I'm just saying with that, I mean, I feel like Orlando has the least expensive Airbnbs with like full hot tubs and pools. You can get like I was looking at Orlando last year for a family trip, and I felt like you could get like a 9-bedroom, which is insane, for like $600 a night. So stupid cheap per person. Obviously 9 bedrooms overkill for most people, but that was like a big family gathering. So definitely check out the Airbnbs or VRBOs or whatever the short-term rentals out there, because that market.
Or you can stay home for free like Tony. I live an hour away. So.
Rub it in, Tony. Rub it in. No, I'm gonna get an Airbnb.
I thought Tony's gonna convert his house to Airbnb. We're staying there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what I thought also.
My wife will pick me right outside the house. If you're like.
I'll be knocking the door. Tony, let me in, man.
It will be great. It'll be great.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Sorry, Nicole, you want to say something?
No. I was just checking something on the site. I'm just sharing a link.
Okay, good. Let me say just a couple of things. Let's start with Raymond. Raymond, you said Repair Spot. Tell us a little bit about Repair Spot. Give us like, why would anybody want? I mean, people will stop at your booth, but give them some information about your POS. What's the what do you have that some others don't have?
Yep, definitely. So I mean, the first thing is that not only, as I mentioned, we're mobile, right? So we're easy, we're convenient, you know, to move around. You can just grab an iPad and move around. So if you have like a mobile location, you can put it in a
Hold
job.
on 1 second, guys. We have feedback. Someone has got it open in the background or on their phone, or their mic's not working right.
Not me.
We don't. Make sure you don't have your phone.
Ray, do you have? When you talk, I hear like 2 of you. But let's try it again.
Still here? Maybe
it's me. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yep. So pretty much, Repair Spot is a mobile point of sale, right? So if you own a repair shop, we have all the tools you need. You can manage your repair from start to finish. You can add notes to it, manage like the warranty process, add parts to it, reports, and all that fun stuff. So, and the most important thing is that we're simple to use. So that's something that we pride on. We're not overcomplicated. You know, your employees love it, right? Because once you get a new POS, I know sometimes you have to go through all this training with your employees. They kind of hate it. We've made that process very easy because you need little to no training. And we also have some built-in tutorials. And of course, we could support you, if you guys need like more support. So that's kind of what difference is. Mobile and of course, just easy to use.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. All right. Mobile.
How long you guys been in business?
Yep. So we've been in business for about 4 years. Yep. And we've been constantly, so we're always doing updates, right? That's the good thing about, software, that you can maintain and update it all the time. And, I want to like overpromise, but we're definitely going to be doing something big for the expo, right? So, we're rebranding. There's a lot of cool stuff that are coming for Expo. So, you guys should come to see all the changes that we're doing and meet us in person. We got some good feedback, like I said, from the other expo. A lot of our customers went there, they saw our product. And fun fact, even new customers that just were walking by, they're like, "Oh, let me just grab it." So they just grabbed the iPad and started creating repairs on the fly.
Oh,
so
nice.
that gave us good feedback.
What is different? What other different things or features that your company has, Repair Spot, versus your competitors?
Yep. So, I mean, we focus, as I mentioned, on mobile, right? So most of our competitors, they have their web-based mostly, right? So like we have an app where you can just download on your phone or on your tablet and use. We have a lot of automation features, right? So like if you have some text messages integrated, like they get a lot of automated text messages with the sales and repairs, of course. And like I mentioned, we're very simple to use. And Repair Spot has many features, right? I mean, if I go into details, we'll take at least 2 hours, right? But we have everything you need, from the repair from start to finish, which is, I think, very important. We're not like half a software, right? We focus on being very good at repair management, and of course, the main point of sale features as well.
Awesome. That's
Awesome.
great. I mean,
Yeah.
having POS is so important. I feel like it's a no-brainer for you to be at the expo,
Yeah.
You
A lot of people use, I'm surprised when a lot of people tell me, when I ask them, hey, what are you using? They say, oh, I'm using QuickBooks. I'm like, well, that's awesome for accounting and other features, but like, what do you really use, for like managing your repair? Like, what if, and then some say Clover. I'm like, well, another good software, but how do you manage, like, and keep track of your like repairs and stuff, right? So that's pretty much what RepairSpots does. You can add notes to it, and your employees, like, everything is transparent. So not only do you support multiple locations, but you can add multiple employees. So each employee that logs in has a unique PIN. Every time they add a note to it, like who did something, right? So if there's like something not accurate, who did it, right? So very transparent.
Awesome.
Inventory. How do you customers track inventory? Serialized, itemized, or how easy is it for a business owner to print out a report? I'm asking you these questions because maybe you don't know. I also own 14 cell phone repair shops.
Yeah.
And I'm currently shopping. So
got it.
Throw your
no,
sales.
definitely.
Yes.
Okay. So so RepairSpots has inventory management tools. So we pretty much do by SKU, right? So each SKU is what makes it unique. We have import tools to import it from our web portal or with our built-in app. With RepairSpots, so every time you make a sale, it's removing it from your stock, and you can always do a reports based on inventory report, based on a sales report, and it gives you a detailed of everything. And at the end of the day, the good thing is that automatically once you close shop, it sends you like a report that has like end of day with all information of the sales you made, every like type. So if you do like prepaid phones, if you do you sell devices, etc., it breaks it down and it tells you like what you made on each type, which is pretty important.
Okay, fair enough.
Can you set up a bonus commission for your employees?
So we have employee sales reports, right? So you can filter by employees and see like what each employee built in. You don't currently have like a automated commission base, but that's something that we are also writing notes down. But we do have, you can do reports by employees and also repairs, so you can keep track of that. And
I can see,
and it also shows the voids and everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Here you go. That's important. I can see each one what they did and how many repairs and what volume they brought in. Hey, how many sales, like handsets, accessories, all these things. I can see per employee.
Yes, you can do it per employee. So, and everything is broken down by like part type. So for example, if you have like a part type or you have accessory, so you can create as many types as you want. So that's another unique feature that we have, right? That you can also create repair types. So assuming that you repair phones or computers, but let's say you just want to repair like a fan or something crazy that came into the shop, you can create a repair type of whatever device comes in, and then you can create a repair on that repair type, and it's already saved. So it has like parts linked to that repair type. So then you could track it. Like if it's a fan, it has a motor, it has, like a blade or whatever. And you can keep track of every single part and like see what was working and do an intake form and make sure, the customer has to sign it. So we also have like a customer acknowledges that it was, in X condition when they brought it in. You can take photos, link it to the repair, which is also important because sometimes we have a lot of like repair shops that they have like a process. They say, all right, the first thing you do, you open RepairSpots, you take, after creating the repair, you take a picture of the device front and back, and you add notes to it. Like, because I have customers that say like, all my employees, they have to add a note and a picture of the repair once they take it in, because that way, like if a customer comes complaining about that it's scratched up, it's bent, they have proof of it. So, it's something useful.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for the information.
So Ahmed, what's up with the My Hoot card? What is it called?
It's www.myhootcard.com.
Tell me a little bit about it.
It's your electronic business card. No more business cards. All these things here that I don't carry a business card no more. I switched. When I see someone now, I just tap their phone with my business card. I just touch their phone. give them my phone number, my address, my contact information, my social media accounts, everything you want to know about me, that I want you to know about me, I pass it to you. YouTube channels, my business, what I do, all these good stuff. These paper business cards right now, Nicole, they're useless. I don't carry them no more. I tap your phone and that's it. It's right here. I carry it with me everywhere I go, and I just.
I'm not muted. Okay, I was muted. I have a question.
Go ahead.
I was muted. What about when you tap someone's phone? One of the complaints that I heard is not about your card, but just like digital cards in general is how do you find the person after you save them in your phone? Like if you tap all day long, like how do you know who you added? Like is there a list somewhere? Or?
Well, you can leave a note when you store the phone. You can leave a note. Like for example, I have some heating and cooling guy. I have a mechanic. I put them under categories. You got to put something, because even if you take a business card and you just enter it on your phone, you're gonna end up losing it anyway. We're saving you the time, like we were saving you the time and the energy to do this thing here. It's right here. You tap your phone. It's right here. It's gonna give you like a little click on it, and bam, that's my information.
Hey, it's Brian. Awesome. I'm so excited about this. I love it. And I got mine in the mail, and I'm gonna do a video for everybody. I'm actually gonna use it. I had to order some.
And besides that, you'll go green now. You don't want to carry paperwork. 1,000 business cards is going to cost you about $30, $40. For $30 a year, I use this one unlimited, and I can email it, text it, do all kind of good stuff with it. Thanks for the question.
I was about to ask you that also, if you can like email or text from it. So that's pretty awesome.
Yes.
Actually, Ahmed, if you're an RFA member, you can get 5,000 business cards for less than $100.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at you now. Well, I can give you 10,000 business cards for less than $30.
Shay, you've been called out. Okay.
Okay.
You've been called out, man. Like.
I have so I tell people all the time that I have like a resting bitch face as well. I don't know why, but I always look angry, and I'm not angry. So like when I'm talking to somebody face to face or at a meeting, I will always like push my eyebrows up, or I'll try to remember to. Otherwise, I feel like I just look mad when I'm talking to them.
I totally get that. I have to like smile for no reason, just so I don't look angry.
Yeah. So whoever that is, just message me, and I will send them pizza regardless.
I'll take pizza. I wanted to talk a little bit about the expo and some things that are going on. The demos are going to be awesome. We are actually working on a drone demo and a TV repair demo. So I'm not going to give any names or anything, but in addition to refurb demo, micro soldering, laser backglass, tool demos, we're working on drone repair demo and TV repair demo. So you can actually come and learn, everything you need to know about repair to add these repair services to your business. And, these demos are made educational. It's not just like they're selling. I mean, we give demos a whole hour and they break down exactly how to do the repair. So I'm super excited about that. I don't know about you guys, but and we're going to have more floor time chunked out so everybody can explore more of the booths and not feel pressured that they're going to miss something, right? And Ahmed is going to be doing an interview style couch session, right? I'm excited about that. I know we don't have the details, but this is going to be really cool.
We're taking it to an extra notch. We're going to show something we've never done before. People's going to be sitting in chairs, and we're going to be talking to them, give everybody enough time to speak. Guys, this is our third expo, by the way, and every time it gets better and better. And we try to show you something new. We try to bring something, give more value, more appealing. As a matter of fact, we're keeping this year. I'll let Brian speak about that. On that, I mean, bringing the speakers and everybody on the same floor, right, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this year, everything is on the same floor. You'll walk in the main entrance. You'll go through all the exhibit booths, through the sponsors, and it'll be in between. So the back left corner is where all the speakers will be. The coffee station will be right in the middle, and all the demos over on the right. So everything is on one floor this year.
One floor.
This show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Orlando
Awesome.
show, because we have two, one in Toronto, which is in July, and then Orlando's the one coming up in May. Just a few short months away. Get your ticket, get your your Airbnb, your hotel, whatever. Make your plans, because this one is going to be really great. We are going to have coffee again, because I feel like that was a huge hit.
Yeah, definitely. I love the coffee.
It won't be a barista style. It's just going to be coffee, but we do have a sponsor for that, and he's picking up the tab on that. So it'd be really nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
Right. I have a recommendation for when they're exhibiting something. I know that last time we were busy in the booth, right? And sometimes we wanted to see what was going on, at the exhibitors. Why not also maybe have like a TV or something in some place that's visible or like a projector or something? Maybe that way, if we can't leave the booth, we can at least like see what's going on. I mean, it'll be cool.
Vendors want to listen to the speakers and demos too, is what he's saying. So we'll have to talk about that. That's a good idea.
That's actually what if we were to internally stream it temporarily for kind of like StreamYard, kind of like
that'd be awesome.
Stream it for the people that are at the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a private link. I think that's
something
cool.
like that. Okay, good idea. Good feedback. Thank you.
Yeah. I like that. So this show is going to be exciting. It's in Orlando. It's going to be tons of vendors there. The speakers are going to be awesome. We have new lineup of speakers, couple returning ones, but different topics. And something I'm really excited about is we actually have a speaker coming that's going to break down how, as a store, how to get R2 certified and how that can help you. I'm not going to say
That's
who
awesome.
yet, because they're going to be on a live coming up in a couple weeks, but yeah, I'm excited.
Is this thing working now?
We can hear you.
You can hear you, but it's like you know what I mean? Like just talking. It's not your headset.
So what? I mean, I have a question, just general question.
ahead.
So what brought all you guys into the repair industry, right? I mean, if you guys don't mind, I can start just to break the ice. In 2010, 2015, I actually owned a repair shop, so I have a background in like repair shops as well. And I have a lot of good friends that do micro soldering, and even like pretty big people do the micro soldering. One is like Wiltek. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. He's Colombian. He's pretty cool.
Connect me. Can you connect me?
Yeah, I'm definitely. Yeah, he has a few like 1 million people followers, so he's big on what he does. And just in general, I've always loved like the repair in general. I think it's really cool. And I started repairing like an iPhone 3G. That was my first phone. It wasn't the same when I closed it, but luckily, there's a few vendors out there. I broke the LCD, and I was like, damn, I don't have a phone now. But at that time, I just went onto eBay. There was no tutorials really, so I assumed it was an LCD. I replaced it. It worked. Like I said, it never really ended up being the same phone again, but it was a good experience. And after that, I just learned it. So I was like in the repair for like about 5 years, and I learned a lot. So I see also not only from like a business as a software, but also as like an repair shop owner. I see the value that you guys bring, and like everybody brings here tremendous value. And coming to this is definitely awesome.
Thank you so much. So quick question for you, Raymond. Why? So you were the repair. Why software? You have a software background?
Yep. Yeah. So I have a software background. Technology is just it runs in me, right? So I loved electronics since I was small. So that's something I always like to play around with, like just like repairing small gadgets. And then the repair, it just became natural, right? People started asking me, hey, can you fix this? Because I was fixing my phones, and I started doing it like more professionally. Mm-hmm. So and I was actually in the boom when, I'm not sure if you guys remember when the phones used to customize them. So like the screens, like the iPhone 4, you can change the housing, you can
Yes.
get a color. So I was pretty big at that time locally where I was, and I did a lot of like customizations, and that like brought me, a lot of experience repairing. But then I just got into software. I studied software, and I just really loved technology. And I was like, I prefer to create a tool for these repair shops, right? Because I understand the business, and I didn't see that there was really good tools out there for like repair shops. Mostly everything was pretty generic. So that's when I decided to learn and build repair spots.
That's such a motivating story. Can we just say that? I just love that. Right? I mean, like,
I think every successful business owner or an idea maker came from a background of cell phone repair business. So I think what happened is we find tools to help us in the future, the future us, to make their job a lot easier in the cell phone industry. That's, believe it or not, that's how GSM Warehouse started. Is we could not find a reliable vendor. We could not find a trustworthy vendor. So we became a vendor initially for my own cell phone repair shops. And then from there, we started, a distributor back in 2012, 2013 to other cell phone repair shops. And now we're literally nationwide.
That's amazing. Awesome. I want to say, Shay, how did Injured Gadgets come about?
Kind of just stumbled upon Injured Gadgets, really. So we started selling on eBay and Amazon back in, I don't know, 2009 or 2010. And I was just selling iPhone 3G and 3GS digitizers back then. And I would have people hit me up and say, hey, can I come to your office to pick up parts? And I was like, you can come to my house and pick up parts because I don't have an office. And then eventually a few of them would come by. We'd have conversations. And then I remember one of the guys, I can't remember his name now, but he, sorry, I had the conference call in the background. So he was like, why don't you start selling HTC parts and Motorola parts? And I was like, do people really buy those? Like, do people repair them? And so back then, obviously, he was like, yeah, no, we probably repair more HTCs than we do iPhones. And so I started selling the HTC HD2, the HTC Inspire, and we went to about 30 SKUs, and then around 50 SKUs, we moved into our first office. And since then, we've moved offices 4 times, and right now, we are bursting at the seams again. So we've been in our current one for a little over 3 years, I believe, or 4 years, and out of space already. So we gotta find.
Look at that. That's just awesome. That's amazing. So, I mean, you guys all started and found something that was needed. And I mean, I did the same thing with robotics. I couldn't find good training, and I had a training background. So I was like, gonna start training.
Why not, right?
Yeah. Tony, how many stores did you have when you decided to do GSM Warehouse?
We had two stores.
Wow.
2013, 2012, 2013. Now we had 2 stores, which we still own. They're still my strongest stores. We had I can't recall the companies that we've tried to deal with back then. There was a couple of companies that were promising. I think going back to what Shay was saying, HTC was kind of the shit back in the days, and My Touch 3G and My Touch Slide and all these type of models. We were trying to locate these phones. I remember we were selling a My Touch 3G for like $400, $450. So we there was a few companies out there. I don't even think they're still in business because they were not really honest with their quality. We were promised brand new devices or refurbished devices, and when we get the phones in, we would buy like 40 or 50 phones at a time, and these phones would have like banged up screens and dings and scratches. We would try to return them. They would not even answer our phone calls. So we and at that time, you're talking COD. There was money order checks. There was no PayPal. There was no nothing like that. So we started, me and my partners, we started thinking, okay, if we buy bulk and we can store this inventory and supply my 2 stores, number one, we can undercut the middle guy. 2, we can at least be our own vendor and warranty our own product. So we get the phones in, we test them, make sure everything is good for our customers, and then we wouldn't have any RMAs or returns or any issues or bad reviews with customers. I believe that going back to, believe it or not, bad reviews of my business, I probably got the most bad reviews in 2012 and 2013 versus now, due to us trying to learn along the way. So then we started buying bulk. After that, I'm more of a wholesaler type. I can't stand sitting inside of a store, so I never like to be in. I'm really good with people, but that's the good thing. But I really can't stay in the same place for more than a few hours. Like, I could find any reason just to go drive for 30 minutes and come right back. That's just me. So I told my partners, I said, I really want to do it on a bigger scale and travel and go to other businesses. I started going around local businesses with samples of phones, and it started from there. We started supplying some of the locals. We eventually stopped supplying locals because they became competitors, and then we went from outside the box in. So we started going globally. We, believe it or not, I think I shipped to Canada or even shipping customers in the US. So we started shipping to Canada, Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom, and then we started coming back inwards inside the US and shipping to other states. And here we are now. We have local customers who buy bulk, and we have customers everywhere in the country, US and Europe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's amazing,
awesome,
Tony.
man.
That's an amazing story. And you keep going. I mean, you're just,
Yeah,
there's no slowing you down.
No. And this is my goal this year, I think, is to set the plans right, more of like I have a problem, and I which is a great problem to have. I hate settling for number 2, so I have to settle for number 1. So my target this year is to ace the device game and look for a next adventure to add on to it. So far, if you think you ace what you're doing, then you have a problem. You can never complete, open an account, because every convention that I went to, especially the GREs, to be honest with you, like the one in Atlanta, the one in San Antonio, we've met a lot of store owners, and those are my clients, So every time we go to an expo, believe it or not, in the San Antonio expo, I've closed about probably 7 to 10 orders while I was in the expo itself. And when we got back, I've introduced Olympus, what's his name? Doug. I introduced Doug to a few other store owners who never knew anything about Doug. And we closed a few big deals with I give a shout out to Doug. We closed the $75,000 order with Yusuf Kamal, Yusuf from Texas. He came to the show with his partners, and we literally closed the $75,000 order right there.
Look at that, at the expo, the Gadget Repair Expo.
That paid off for my next 10 expos.
Look at that. I mean, just a connection made. We too connected with Doug. I didn't know Doug before the Gadget Repair Expo.
Yeah,
and now we're getting students financed for classes, and they're getting financed for equipment, opening their stores. I mean, it's just been amazing.
Speaking of expos, to be honest with you, going back to that story, this guy owned 6 cell phone repair shops in Tyron or Texas, somewhere in Tyron, Texas. He was my client for maybe 4 years, from 2018.
Taylor, Texas.
Taylor, Texas. Yeah, you met him. So from 2017 to 2021, right after COVID hit, they slowed down with devices. They haven't made any purchases on devices for almost a year and a half. when we announced that we were going and attending the GRE in San Antonio, he called me and I got him into the show. I met him again for the second time before that we met in 2017 in Austin, Texas. He hadn't bought any devices for a year and a half. While we were in San Antonio, I introduced him to Doug, and that deal happened right then and there. So not just we made a $75,000 order, but we've reconnected again with him. And I introduced him to Ahmed. I introduced him to Unicall. So it's it's connection, and magic happen when you connect with people.
100%.
Yep.
Well, and that's the way it is. Now, am I coming across better now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
100%. I knew you would want to do that.
I got it figured out. I was taking me a minute, but I got it figured out. And that's one of the reasons. And there's many, but one of the reasons why we really do push people to come out to the GRE. It's not for a $100 ticket. It's not to, it's to meet the vendors in the industry, reconnect with some customers, and just you share a common knowledge and well, it's almost like a bond, really. This whole thing, Nicole, Ahmed, Tony, Raymond,
Right.
I wouldn't have met you guys without the GRE. We wouldn't be on this call today.
Yeah.
And Doug. I mean, we met Doug at a different show and brought him to ours. But and the programs that have been put in place. If the only complaint that we ever get again is we did not have enough coffee, I am okay with that all day long, as long as people have a good time and come. It's just as important for vendors to come and participate as it is for people to come and participate. The relationships that you build, from shop owner to shop owner. I couldn't even tell you now how many stories I've heard about shops working with other shops that didn't even know they even existed.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think consistency is always where it's at. I've met another guy from Refurb King. I can't recall his name.
Oh yeah, Mike.
Yeah. I've met him the first time in I met him in San Antonio. There was another guy I met. He's out of Lafayette, I think, Louisiana. I met him the first time in Atlanta. We've met. We've had an introduction, and it was the first time. I told him where you're buying your devices from. He was having problems. We then fast forward to San Antonio. We actually closed a deal in San Antonio. So I met him for the first time in Atlanta. We closed the deal in San Antonio. So sometimes it takes more than 2 times to bump into one to make him maybe think, because a lot of the customers have trust issues from previous vendors. So when they see you as a vendor showing up into multiple expos, then they know you are right there, standing behind your reputation, do exist as a business, not just someone randomly, paid, for your booth, and then maybe the next show you're not going to show up. So consistency gives good results.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It is important.
And having
also,
good content. Oh, I'm sorry, Raymond. Having good content, is good. And then Nicole, did you announce how we've changed it up a little bit on the time frames? I don't think we have exact times yet.
No.
But how so we're not going to have.
I wanted to have I wanted to have more of something online that people could go look at, but
that's fine. We're gonna hammer it out, but just for the call, I'll just say this: it won't be classes all day long like it was at the last two. We're gonna spread it out. Okay, we're going to give people enough time to come over to the vendors and go meet them, and because there's hopefully there's 70 or 80 vendors there, right? And that way they have a chance to come over and talk to everybody. So that is one change that we're making. I just don't have the details on that right now.
Me and Shay met. Where you at? You were on this side. I don't know why. I was planning. You know how tricky it is. My printer is on my right hand side, so I'm like, okay, he's on my right hand side. So I've been planning for it, and it's still wrong.
It takes a while to master, trust me.
I was literally like thinking about it, like, okay, here it is. It was on my right hand side. So Shay's on my right hand side. Let me point at him, and then I'm pointing at Nicole. Me and Shay and I met in 2017 in New Orleans for the first time, and I sent him that picture. Oh my God, he was like 20 years old. You look so young in that picture. I sent it to him a couple of days ago. I was scrolling through my phone, and it was me, Shay, Chatty Butros, and who was the other guy? Your employee was with us.
David.
Yep. Shay looked like 20 years younger than now.
That tells you how much this business is also stressful.
Yeah.
Age a little.
Hey, Shay, how's 2023? Anything new in the repair industry?
There's a lot going on in the background. I'll just say that there's a lot going on in the background.
Shortage. Is there any shortages going on? I've been getting some feedback of the epidemic going on over there.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's definitely a couple of products here and there that are definitely not completely in stock. But I think my team's done a pretty good job with this Chinese New Year that's coming up. So Chinese New Year actually starts in just a few days here, and they won't really be back until early February.
Yep.
But we always prepare 2 or 3 times the stock that we need. So IG should be good for this Chinese New Year, obviously, unless a bunch of other suppliers run out of stock and then people start using us as their primary for the ones who use us as their secondary. But yeah, I mean, no, I think there's some other stuff going on that it's good though, because you know what? I think a lot of vendors are going to be more united this year, hopefully. So yeah, we'll see. Actually, one of them just messaged me and said LMAO because he knows what I'm talking about. I guess he's watching it.
Hush, keep it quiet.
Well, I think he said it all. We read between the lines.
Well, as we know, Samsung makes a lot of parts for Apple, although they don't like each other a little bit sometimes, but they have to work together. Yeah. So it is what it is. I mean, it's not like you don't like anybody. It's just the competition. Sometimes they work together. They have to work together.
I don't think you understand how funny of a comment that was in hindsight, Ahmed. It wasn't relating to at all.
Ahmed, I think you just misunderstood Shay.
No.
Ahmed, I think you just misunderstood Shay. I know exactly what Shay just said. It's okay. Yeah. Let them mislead the people. Let Ahmed mislead the people.
No. But listen. I'm not saying this. I really mean it. Like sometimes companies, like Tesla work with other motor companies, whatever it is. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Whatever it is, good luck.
Ahmed is not in the know.
Yeah.
It's okay, Ahmed. You're doing good for misleading.
I'm gonna keep it like that.
Getting them off the trail, you know.
Yeah, keep it off the trail. Hey, don't forget my 2%, Shay.
Yeah.
So we've got just a few more minutes left, but I wanted to ask Shay, or Tony, since we are in your guys' domain of the area of the country, what is it going to look like, after the expo? Because Shay, I mean, really threw down in Atlanta. So what is going on after the expo?
Well, we're gonna get back.
We're in Orlando.
All right,
Orlando is so you're basically cornering me right now. What do you want me to throw the after party? You want me to throw the after party?
Yeah, it's gotta be yeah.
All right, Mr. Brian, go ahead and coordinate the after party, and GSM will sponsor it. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna sponsor the after party.
My boss is calling me right now. He said, "What are you sponsoring?" He's about
I got a question. How far we are from the beach? How far we are from the beach?
What, an hour to Daytona?
No, don't plan the beaches. So you're May 11th and 12th. The weather is going to be beautiful. That's number one. The weather is going to be beautiful.
I'm going a week before, I think.
Yeah, so we might be lucky with no rain. Now here in Florida, it rains in the summer and it's just cold in the winter. There's no snow. There's no rain in the winter. It rains in the summer. So just remember that, guys. So just make sure you only bring shorts. Only. Don't wear no pants and don't wear no suits. It's gonna be you're gonna get stuck on yourself. Don't wear no suits.
Hot,
So,
sweaty,
I'm really
humid.
happy about the no suits. Just go casual.
yeah, exactly. So just wear some light clothes. Orlando is beautiful. I mean, there's they call it downtown spring. There's for groups who likes to walk around and go to restaurant and go to clubs. There is downtown spring. It's previously known as Disney Downtown or Downtown Disney. You can walk there for days, and it's back to back. People are bumper to bumper on walking around each other. It's a beautiful place. So it's more of like the downtown, more family wise downtown. There's Orlando, downtown Orlando. It's very busy. It's probably the busiest downtown. I was looking up some information about Orlando. Orlando gets 70 million visitors a year. And most of that is in the summer. So just remember, when you leave the area, it's going to take you an hour to come back. So just stay around the convention and stay around downtown. There's a lot to do there. There's a lot of clubs. There's a lot of bars. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of good restaurants too. Orlando is big. It's not a small city. So just downtown Orlando would be great to be around. And if you're bringing your family, downtown Disney or Disney itself, or maybe 15, 20 minutes drive, it's really, it's beautiful. It is good if you're inside the city. It is busy outside the city. So the last time I've been to Orlando, maybe a year and a half ago. And before that was maybe 5 years ago. So I try not to get stuck in traffic.
I love Orlando. I was there like a few months ago.
If you're in Orlando and stay in Orlando, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Tampa or Orlando, it's
and a lot of the communities have water park style things in them. So if you do get an Airbnb inside of a community, you're probably going to have access to kind of like a water park for your kids. But even the resorts have kind of like water park setup, which is just amazing.
There's International Drive. International Drive is beautiful. Just if you're watching this video, International Drive, look it up. It's crazy at night. It's really nice. So the whole International Drive is everything on the list. You can do whatever you want: family, clubs, bars, restaurants, guys' night, girls' night, all that kind of stuff. So it's really fun. So I would recommend a lot of people to spend. You're already here. Just add a couple more days to stay in Orlando. It's really beautiful. And we're all going to get old one day, and it could be your retirement plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Orlando
I'm doing the Iron Man thing. I'm actually driving from Kansas City. My wife and I and my daughter and her friend, we're all leaving here like Saturday morning, probably about 6-7 o'clock in the morning, and it's a 24-hour drive from here to there. Nice. So we'll drive about 12 hours, get a hotel, drive in the rest of the way, be there on Sunday evening. I'm guesstimating, and we're gonna hang out in the area. And one of the people the general contractor who's setting up all the booths for us is gonna let me park my trailer on their property like 10 minutes away. So good for that.
I do recommend a lot of people to book prior, because Shay said,
I was going to mention that, Tony. Every single hotel, even if you're an exhibitor and you want to get electricity for your booth, that's handled completely separately. That's not handled through the GRE, and it's almost double if you don't book it 30 days in advance.
So don't.
And the hotels are the same thing. All the contracts that we are putting together for hotels, they're only going to give this special rate for 30 days in advance. So if you're an exhibitor, if you're listening to this, please make sure you get a hold of me, and I'll give you the form to fill out to get electricity for your booth. You're just going to pay them directly. But I'm just telling you, 30 days in advance, it is almost double what it was in San Antonio.
Wow. I do recommend the hotels as well, because
same with the hotels.
Summertime is pretty busy in Florida, so hotels may double and triple closer to the time of the expo. So if you are scheduling this, please make sure to book it early. Like Shay said, you're going to save a lot of money right now. Airbnbs are cheap. So, May, June comes in,
get it.
Yeah, you're allowed
And
to
flights
So
for
May
people
11 and 12
flying.
is really, really good timing.
And there's a lot of reservation you guys can cancel. If God forbid you
Yes.
can't make it, you can cancel. But get it now. Get it done now. Right?
Flights are cheap too and direct.
Very cheap.
Yeah.
Very cheap. I think Southwest goes there.
Spirit. Well, for me
Oh,
in
yeah.
Kansas City, Spirit and Southwest are direct flights.
How about it's Orlando, bro? It's Orlando.
Everything goes to Orlando. That
Everything
airport
goes
is
to Florida.
gorgeous. Love Orlando.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody's got me on in the background. I can hear myself.
I definitely we will definitely get
It's
there.
not
I'll
me.
definitely-
I'm sure.
I feel like it's Shay. No.
So my booth is going to be the first booth on the left-hand side when you first walk in. We have the gold sponsor. We like the color gold, so we got the gold sponsor. So our booth is going to be the first booth on the left-hand side. Big booth, 20 by 20. Make sure you come and visit GSM Warehouse. We're always here to help you, assist you, and advise you on how to sell devices. I was going through my my Facebook reviews on Facebook last night, and I was going back to 2017. There's reviews of people saying, I started selling devices from Tony, and look where I'm at now. So there's a lot of people that never sold devices. Initially, they were doing repairs. There still is some people that are doing that now. Yes, you can pay your bills. Yes, you can make a little money with repairs. But I think to get rich and make a lot of money and open multiple doors is selling devices. So remember, selling devices is almost 50% of your store income. Even if you're not selling devices, I think if you add devices, it will be 50% of your income. And it's a quick $200-300 profit when you trade in with customers. So if you have any questions, feel free to go to gsmwarehouse.com or contact me directly on Facebook, Tony Baker, or cell phone 813-900-4000.
This is nuts. I don't know how he does it.
I was about to say that. I was like, I don't know how I give my cell phone on the air, and I actually pick up every phone call. I don't know how.
You do. I don't know how you do it. I would lose my mind.
I'm blessed with it.
Questions, Tony. Have you ever seen any repair shop hit $1 million just from doing repairs only?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It will never happen. Did you guys hear that? $1 million.
I don't even think you can hit $100,000 a monthly doing that. I don't even think there's people that do $60,000 and $70,000 with repairs only.
You have to sell accessories.
Because the repairs have
Yeah, there is. There are people. They're few and far between, Tony. But yeah,
I would assume they might be in a city where there's no Apple in there, or no competitors in there. So
no competitors means there's demand. If there's no competitors, there's no demand.
In my opinion, why just do repair and you're already paying your $3,000 rent and you're already paying your employee $6,000 a month and you already have showcases in your stores and accessories. Why not sell devices?
Right.
If you're doing repairs and you're making money out of it, so I don't think money is the issue to invest into devices. So that means that we should take that out of the equation. But if you're comfortable where you at doing repairs, you may be comfortable for a certain amount of time until somebody like Tony Baker comes in and said, okay, here we are, open the store across the street doing repairs and devices. And there you are, that guy. 15 years later, you're going to get on that phone call with Tony and tell me, man, I've been around this industry since Beavers and Phones, and now I'm doing $10,000 a month. That's why you're here, because you never adapted to the industry because you got comfortable. So don't get comfortable. I think there's that new guy that's going to come in with that energy that's going to say accessories, repairs, and phones. What is it? Here's Shay doing parts. So here's Shay. You can buy parts from him. Here's Tony. You can buy phones from me. And here's Raymond that you can do a POS system from. And here's Ahmed that can do marketing. So what's left? It's that easy. Everything is in this phone call right here on this video call. You can open a store and be successful just through this phone call, a video call. Mm-hmm. So it's adapt or die. Mm-hmm. Don't blame that new kid for being aggressive. Blame yourself for getting comfortable.
sometimes I'll see in the groups or I'll hear feedback from people that, you know, the difference between wholesale and retail on a used device only leaves room for about $75 in margin.
Okay.
And in my opinion, I think that's thinking a little bit small, because you get, yeah, okay, you maybe have $75 in margin. Fine. You have a $20 tempered glass that it costs you $1. Or Protection Pro that cost, I'm not sure how much each sheet costs, Shay. Maybe you can help me with that, but you're still making $15, $20. Okay. And then I hear, well, I don't want to get my customers financed because if they can't afford one, then I don't want to put them in debt. Listen, through Olympus Lending, I'm not just plugging Olympus. There's a lot of good ones out there. I just have Olympus memorized. Okay.
Right.
But through Olympus Lending, they'll finance a customer $1,000 that literally has a heartbeat, a pulse, and a checking account. No credit check required. If they pay it off in 90 days, they're only going to pay $125 additional. That's it. 3 months. There's nobody else out there that has, I mean, that I know of anyway. You might prove me wrong if you have a 700 or 800 credit score or whatever.
Yep.
But, and if you're an RFA member, they pay your membership fee to be a part of the association. And then you get ACO, and you get this, and you get discounts with repair spots. You get discounts of Tony. You get discounts at, you know, everybody on this call.
Training platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally just a no-brainer, and it will help you grow your business. And so if you're contemplating coming to an expo, come out here, meet with us, talk with us, okay? And when you have those concerns, bring them up face to face in the roundtables that we're going to have, and we'll give you the answers of how to overcome those objections. You know, as they say, I don't know what the correct vernacular or the correct terminology was, but you get told what, no, 5 times before you get told yes, or something like that. I'm sorry if I butchered it, but you're gonna get told no. But if you don't ask everybody, you're not going to get that yes.
I think just don't be attached to these devices. Understand that if you make $75 on a device that GSM Warehouse can warranty and guarantee for you, then sell it for $75 profit. Sell it for $50 profit. Put that $50 in your second pocket. Take down the cost price. Rebuy, buy another one, and keep making that money. That's how it is. It's just
because if you think about it, your margin on a repair is not much more than that. I think nationwide average is like $85.
Probably less right now, $45 to $65.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, and it's gotten a lot more difficult sometimes with like Apple adding more security, the chips and
We have a trending thing going on around my city where they have big signs on their stores, $19.99 plus parts. So that average of 85 doesn't exist in my city. We're averaging $20 above cost price.
I mean, I'm sure the shops aren't really just selling it at cost, right? Like if they're not, if it really costs them $20, they probably tell the customer.
They actually are, Shay. Unfortunately, I swear to God, bro.
Let me tell you something. If I see
there are stores that have $9.99.
Let me tell you something. If I see $10 or $20 oil change, I'm not gonna go to that mechanic. He's gonna fuck up my car.
A few weeks ago, did you see that post that I was one of my posters? Somebody got a hold of it and posted it in one of these groups and said, these guys are crazy for doing this. It was one of my Selfix posters doing iPhone 8 repairs for $39.99. So what we did is we made a banner or an online banner, and we put glass repair only, and we put these prices on. So what we ended up doing is whatever customers come through the door with glass broken screens, we charge them that price, and if it's an LCD, we'll charge them a full price. Some of these guys posted it on the group and went all out on me. But if you've seen what I'm dealing with here, I'm double the competitors with these prices.
Tony, that's a no-brainer. I did the same thing at my stores freaking 10 years ago.
See, the problem is you go to a store that's I don't know the states or the cities, but you go to somebody like Kansas City or a small city, for example, anywhere in Utah where nobody lives there unless some people do, and you got no competitors. And when you charge $100 for an iPhone 7, you can do that there. You can judge based on that small city you're living in Utah or Louisiana or Arkansas or Tesla or anywhere. But when you come to big cities like this, like Tampa, you got number one, people who are ex-employees that used to work for someone else, were getting $100 a day or $150 a day. Now they are business owners and they make $100 a day, so they're happy with that.
Yeah.
I wish I could do these numbers that they have in other states, but unfortunately I can't. There's 3.7 million people that live in the Tampa Bay area.
Like it. I like
It's tough.
Well, that's why you need to diversify, and you know this, Tony.
I'm already there.
Do more things. Your stores sell a ton. I'm not trying to plug Akko, just throwing it out there. Your stores sell a ton of Akko plans.
Yep.
Okay, and you're making an average of $22.50 margin per plan that you sell. One of your store was over like 200 or something like that for last
I actually
month.
see the payment that you guys send out every couple of days. I see them. I look at them, and you guys are paying $700. You guys are paying $1,000. You guys are paying $300. So it makes money. My money's there.
Yeah.
When I used to buy from eBay or anywhere, like from my stores used to go buy parts or stuff like that, or random stuff from eBay. I would go to my PayPal account, and my PayPal account would be zero because the money is coming directly from my bank card. Now I would go to my PayPal, and it has a few $1,000s sitting there because of you guys.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
there you
great.
go.
That's great. And
Yeah,
and
so-
you know what? And that's what makes the difference. Your repairs sometimes gonna pay for your bills. What is it?
I said, be an RFA member. I just had to put a plug.
Yeah,
in.
be an offer. Remember exactly. You have to do all the different all styles, all channels, insurance, financing, accessories, part, all of it together. Add together. Bluetooth, phones, you name it. You can make you want to be $1 million store. You have to sell everything. You have to offer everything. And Tony's right here.
And good. Oh, sorry. I want to. Yeah. No. And good software, of course. It's important. Of course, to manage and keep track of your sales. I know a lot of like small businesses that they want to stay small, like you mentioned. They're just doing only repairs. They're not selling devices. They're not doing unlocks. They're not, doing different services. So it's important to, if you're a small company going out there, just think big and be broad. Do think different. Don't just stay stuck doing one thing.
Yes.
And repair spots, of course, you can manage. You can keep track of those sales, right? So that's the most important thing. Keep track of your sales, and we're gonna be at booth 81, right? So just throwing that out there, behind Injured Gadgets, in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be doing also like some live demos for our for our customers. So we're gonna have prepare some small 5 to 10 minute demos that are just gonna be ongoing. So it's important that you guys don't miss the spot.
That's great. I know. And Shay got 4 booths last time. We got a big section area. I don't know. It was huge. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. He's trying to
got a
buy
big
half
one
of
this time,
the
That's so
Expo.
much going on. I was just like, that's awesome. So, okay, guys, well, we've run over our hour, so we're going to get off of here because everybody I know has things that they need to do. Tony is gone. Thank you, Tony.
Tony's leaving the picture.
But we want to see everybody at the expo.
Yes.
Remember, there's a ton of giveaways. My daughter got an iPad there, and she went to every single giveaway, and she got that iPad. So it's really going to be fun, and we'll see you there. And thanks for watching.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody.
Yep.
Thank
Nice
you so
meeting
much.
guys again.
Thank you, everybody. Next call.
Bye.